Yeah, I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. I turn the knob, can't resist, I'm incredible. Yeah, came for the dollars, call it vegetable. Then I did the dash, can I catch me, bro? Ooh, then I did the dash.
We're situated about 8 miles west of New York City at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. A few minutes ago, the hometown Jets were introduced to this sellout crowd, and it's a roar that could be heard across the river in Manhattan. They're set to go as their Jets will match up with the Denver Broncos. Fall is in the air, and the NFL season is in full swing, and we're underway here in Week 4. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Push him back. 51.
Now the former Terrapin, this is Ty Johnson. And that's not the start that he was looking for, as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
A yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 24-yard line.
51 for Mike, boy, 51. I'm coming, man, 80.
Now Johnson. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
It's a gain of 4. Makes it 3rd and 7.
Here's Darnold. And it's caught by Herndon. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Darnold to his tight end Herndon, first down New York.
10 at the 43-yard line.
Let's go, D.
Johnson. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
44-yard line.
Now it's Darnold. He's got Herndon, his tight end. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. A Jet first down, 18 big yards that time. They run, Devontae Freeman. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Devontae Freeman. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jets take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. With these Thursday night games, sometimes you get those quick turnarounds. You wonder how a team's going to start. They started really well.
Everyone's always wondering, going into a Thursday night game, who has their legs, who has the overall health of a team. But mentally, if you get that early edge, the other team might think to itself, it's been a short week, we're not really ready to go. You might run them into the ground that way. That's why getting that early score means a lot.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And this carries into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled it to 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Lock. But the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. It was Henry Anderson who got in there to get him down. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
Throwing his lock on 3rd down. He's got it complete to Thompson. And he'll only get this to the 17, well shy of what he needed. Only 2 yards, and it'll be a punt on their opening possession. The Broncos' new signee for 2020, Sam Martin, former Lion, on to punt. Standing just outside his own goal line. Now it's Crowder. A nice job getting 3 on the return for 13 yards. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10.
Their own 34-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. On 1st down, Darnold. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. He was looking for Brashad Perriman, and it's 2nd down.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. On 2nd and 10, Darnold. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you, and you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They'll run it. Freeman. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And that will force a turnover on downs. So they give it up just on their side of midfield. And, yeah, I mean, a surprising decision there to go for that.
Must have a lot of confidence in his defense. Must feel like, hey, we're in great shape here because our defense can hold them because they're really outside of field goal range now. All right, the opposite team. So if you hold them here, you haven't given up any points. You may give up a punt and you're pinned down a little bit, but must have thought it was an okay spot to go for it and decided to be aggressive.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he's taken down inside the 30. They went 3 and out on their first drive. Things already looking better here. 1st and 10.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 26-yard line.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Block working out of the gun. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Here's Locke to throw. Rolling to his right. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down. Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line. 2nd and goal. Toss play to Balaj. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. KJ Hamler, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Broncos are an extra point away from taking the lead. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown.
At their own 25-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. They'll run it with Johnson. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory.
He's across
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
To throw is Darnold. Rush coming, and he's taken down. It was Von Miller who shot in there to get him down.
So how many different ways can we say that Von Miller is an absolute nightmare to prepare for any offense? An absolute dominant force on the defensive side of the ball. Double-digit sacks in 7 of his 9 seasons in the NFL. And when he finished the 2019 season, 2nd in total sacks in NFL history among active players, behind only Terrell Suggs.
The former first-round pick Kareem Jackson there defensively. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Broncos are going to get it at the 20. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before.
And going for Hamler, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Hall. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Darnold firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Darnold. Good work by that Bronco defense, and it leads to a 4th down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap. He locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Well, the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on 4th down. They'll run for it. It's Freeman. And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as they'll wind up going backwards. Devontae Freeman is shifting. This doesn't pay off here in short yardage. And the Broncos will take over on downs. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. On play action, Locke. This one into the hands of the running back, Balaj. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
13 yards.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And incomplete, he dropped it. Maybe a rookie mistake there, 2nd down. He was out there waving his arms saying, throw it here, dropped it, not a good look.
Well, all I can do is just look at him with contempt on that one. As a defensive back, I'm saying, not as an announcer. Just like, really?
A little bit of a diva look, isn't it?
Yeah, very much so, because I think what happens is he just had too much time to think. He's wide open now. Here comes the ball, and he doesn't concentrate and drops it.
Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
This is Hamler on the receiving end. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. That's good for 28 yards. On the toss, here's Balaj. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. This gain not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. They look to throw. It's Locke. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Noah Fant, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Broncos will add on to their lead.
His kick is
CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the 1st quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the 2nd. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go-around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you've got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And it's a huge return as he brings us all the way back down to the 15-yard line. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. The head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
At the 14-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now this time Locke will throw. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Quentin Williams. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
3rd down. 3rd and long.
So 3rd and long now for Locke and the Broncos following the sack. Shotgun snap to Locke. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. KJ Hamler as the first half is winding down. And the Broncos push further out in front. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-6.
The score, Broncos 21, Jets 6. Brendan McManus to kick off for Denver.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 26-yard line.
So we come upon halftime with the visiting Broncos taking the lead to the locker room. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. Takes this about 5 yards deep, and this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the 2nd half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the 2nd half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Now Balaj. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They fake the handoff, now Locke. He's going to take off with it. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's second down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
57's the mark. Rock 57.
Block off of play action. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 28. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. 57.
On first down, Locke. He's going to find his running back. It's complete.
Locke's pass.
And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. That catch good for only a couple.
At the Jets' 26-yard line.
And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34.
8 yards.
Enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
So 3rd and long now for Locke and the Broncos following the sack. From the gun, it's Locke. Flush to his right. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And he brings this one back. It's a pick-6 and a Jet touchdown.
Touchdown.
He is a difference maker at the linebacker position. He had a pick-6 last year, remember it. But it's different for those guys, isn't it, than a corner or a safety?
It certainly is, because sometimes they're pattern reading, seeing what the receivers are doing. Sometimes they're spot dropping, just getting to a place on the field and finding the quarterback and going to the ball. But remember this, these linebackers, at one time in their life, a lot of them were running backs. And they love having the ball back in their hands and making big moves towards the end zone.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6. And now the kick is away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And following the pick-6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick-6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
They'll stay on the ground. Balaj again. He can muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a 3rd and very short.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Quentin Williams, his 2nd sack of the night.
That's his 2nd sack of the game. And the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams...
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off at the 39. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. Good starting position for the Broncos here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
And the Broncos first down.
Now Locke on the bootleg. Buying time to his left. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. 3rd quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up. He'll go up top here for him. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way home for a Bronco score.
Touchdown.
K.J. Hamler with touchdown number 3 in the game and 6 on the year. And the Broncos will extend their lead. Operating from the gun. Locke firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
Under pressure now, Darnold, and he goes down. The sack there by Bradley Chubb. If you want a lesson on how to defeat an offensive tackle, that was pretty textbook.
Is that a clip and save?
Yes.
That's what's going to go around the league, and people are going to watch that and say, my goodness, that's how you do it? And I feel awful for the offensive tackle because we always talk about the athleticism of that guy who just beat him. Well, you have to be athletic to try and block that guy. Just in this case, the defense won.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. The 20. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Denzel Mims, 79 yards. And the Jets are able to cut into this deficit. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts. All right, because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Right after the touchdown to extend their lead, now maybe opening the door a little bit there by allowing starting field position at the 40. Locke and the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. He'll throw from the gun. He'll go up top here for Hamler. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. K.J. Hamler, 58 yards. And the Broncos will add on to their lead. Extra point from McManus is good. And the lead is up to 15 now. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Jets take over 1st and 10.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
He was trying to find his tight end, Chris Herndon, and that'll bring up second down. Darnold now to throw. Crowder's got it over the middle. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 12 yards there and a first down.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Now Darnold. Airing one out for Crowder. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, second down.
Incomplete. It's second down and 10.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up second and 10. Darnold to throw again. He'll air this one out for Mims. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
Brings up
this offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. To the air again, Darnold. And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13.
Jets 19.
Check. Check hot. Check not.
From the 50, it's Darnold. Throw complete to Herndon. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
10 yards on the pickup. It's second and inches at the Broncos.
From the gun, it's a run for Williams. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And all of a sudden here, it's third down. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. And Darnold got to be intercepted for the third time. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. They have to like the position that they are in. Fourth quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. Being chased out left. He'll let this go deep. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. It's a gain of 35. So the big play gets him across midfield now for first and 10. To throw in his lock. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Credit the sack to Malik Jefferson.
And we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first. From the gun. Block. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just second down.
Second and 10.
After what they've faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
Block will try again on second down. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 17-yard line. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
Broncos.
Into the red zone, it's Locke. And this is incomplete. He was trying to get it to K.J. Hamler, the rookie. That'll bring up second down.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
Back to the air on second down. It's Locke. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Quentin Williams bringing the pressure yet again. That's his third sack here tonight.
Now, third and long.
So third and long now for Locke and the Broncos following the sack. Play action. Now it's Locke. And that will be incomplete.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
And McManus able to put it through. And that will make this now an 18-point ball game. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down. But don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
Their own 25-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And the complexion of this one has really changed a fair amount. That last field goal makes it a 3-score game, so they need points in a hurry with time dwindling in the fourth quarter. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Justin Simmons. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around a defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. K.J. Hamler, the intended receiver. And now it's second down.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 11 yards there, first down.
Denver.
On 1st and 10, here's Locke. He lets this one fly. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
10 at the 36-yard line.
Here's Darnold. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 24. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
23-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And it would seem as if their 3-game winning streak is about to go to 4, but still a little work to do as they start 1st and 10. Now a throw here to his running back. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down.
And the Broncos first down.
A lot going to throw it here. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Gerald McCoy in there to drop him, and that is the 7th time tonight that he has gone down. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Another try after the first down sack. Locke. He'll go up top here for Hamler. It's caught inside the 25. And DP goes into Jets territory before being taken down.
A gain of 46 yards on the play. First down, Broncos. Tonight's